Yo, I'm back. I'm here to talk about the Ogris, the Kuva Ogris, and not really the base one. Base one stats are bad. This is for the Kuva Ogris because we got a brand new skin with the Galleon of Ghouls event last weekend, and it'll be here again this weekend with a new melee weapon. So the thing with the Ogris is it is a high investment weapon if you want it to work. All right, if you just want to put two forma on a gun and a potato and an arcane and then go about your day, this is not the gun for you. This build has four forma on it, so it is very high investment. But when you do put four forma on it, it is a beast, and I'll show you that here. This gun's really popular in arbitrations because of its augment mod that gives it like napalm waves. The napalm waves help take out arbitration drones, and it's very good there. But otherwise, it's just a very fun AoE weapon outside of that, and I'll show it off now. Boom, boom, boom. The only downside is its like effectiveness against heavy units. Obviously, I had to build up my Merciless and my Galvanized mod, but these guys do tick down to the heat procs. It's not the worst thing in the world, but in mission you're going to be firing a bunch of napalm rockets all over the place, and they'll die anyways. So now we'll look right at my build here, and it will look a little odd because of the base stats on this thing having absolutely trash crit chance, and like if you have trash crit chance you can't build into the critical multiplier. But let's actually talk about the build. So, because we have absolute garbage crit chance, we're not building any crit mods. We have tons and tons and tons of base damage. We have heavy caliber, we have serration, we have primary merciless. We need all that base damage for this to be that useful, and that's why we have four forma: expensive mod, expensive mod, expensive mod with galvanized chamber for multi-shot. We have vigilante armaments for more multi-shot. Primed Firestorm for more reach on our explosions. It doesn't increase the augment mod range, sadly. That'd be really cool if it would make the napalm waves gigantic, but it does not do that. The napalm waves are still very, very good. Thermite rounds, I just build for raw heat. I have a heat progenitor. I've seen some people build for toxin. Maybe if you're fighting like the corpus instead, I don't know. Well, I would make gas, so because it has innate heat. I don't know. You tell me. But I go for heat because I have a heat progenitor. You could probably do whatever element you want because the napalm's always forced heat. But that's all 8 of my mods here. Like I said, tons of base damage, build for heat, tons of multi-shot, augment mod, tons of blast radius. And like I said, very, very high investment weapon. Good thing to note though, sniper aim mutation is a dash, and the Exilus polarity slot here comes with a dash. So, you know, we do get saved the forma here. I know it's a Kuva weapon, so if you really like it, typically you want to put 5 forma into it. But let's be real here. You don't even need a 5th forma on this thing, so like, why waste it unless you're juicing every point of mastery out of it? But yeah, do need that. You do need the sniper aim mutation. Unless you're running Protea or you're running energized munitions on a warframe just for the Ogris, you know, those are definitely options. But just run the sniper aim mutation, or if you have it, vigilante supplies. I didn't put it on in this build because I know not a lot of people have it. It's a pretty rare mod, so I just chucked on the sniper ammo mutation here, and it works just fine. Other than that, any loadout suggestions that I have? Not really. Like I said, Protea for ammo dispenser or energized munitions from the helmet. Those are the only things that are really going to help you. Oh, Overguard. You definitely want Overguard or Prime Sure-Footed. This thing will knock you around. That's why I'm running Rhino, and I'll be using Rhino when I show it off. And yeah, stay on your feet with Prime Sure-Footed or Overguard, or run Protea or Energized Munitions for infinite ammo, and you don't have to run an ammo mutation. But that's my Ogris build. And now I will abracadabra into a survival mission. Alright, we're here on the mission. I'm gonna get my iron skin going. Not gonna be a lot. That was a bad dash, but whatever. 400k, whatever. And we're going to start building up our merciless stacks and galvanized stacks. This is more of a death by 1,000 cuts weapon in the steel path. You just kind of chip guys down with the heat procs from your napalm. but by golly, it is still really good. Especially if you have an ammo mutation to spam the shots, or Protea or energized munitions, like I said. It's definitely a chunker. I do think the Kuva Ogris is worth going after, especially if you're new to the game and like you haven't cleared the star chart. Maybe you're like MR 9 or 10 and you just unlock the Kuva Liches whenever you do. Normally it's like around the MR. Most new players unlock the Kuva guys. Is when they hit around 9 or 10. I say it's like the usual. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. But definitely go for this, because once you clear the star chart, you're going to want to farm arbitrations for the offerings, and the Kuva Ogris makes farming arbitrations a breeze. Was the best weapon when I used to farm arbitrations and when I needed to. Maybe it's not anymore. Maybe it got power creeped, but I'd imagine it's still pretty good. The Napalm mod is quite a monster. But other than that, I mean, this is a weapon that you'll get early, put 4 Forma into, and it'll scale to Steel Path pretty well. I mean, we're in the Steel Path right now. It's not like a Kuva Brahma. You know, if you want a raw AoE weapon to be an absolute monster, the Kuva Brahma is probably the way to go. Or the Tenet Envoy, those kind of weapons. Or the Kuvazar. The Grineer got all the fun with the explosive weapons. Did the Tekrad Encore weapons come with any explosive AoE guns? No, right? The Catabolus, kind of. The grenade you throw and you reload, but nothing like the Tsar or Brahmo or Envoy or the Ogris here. Ooh, ooh. Yeah. So it's just the Corpus and the Corpus and the Grineer that have the fun Lich and Sister weapons with all the AoE. Boom, boom, boom. Good thing Merciless is such a good arcane for this because of the constant reloading with 3 shots in the mag. Honestly, primed magazine warp, is that a thing? I think it's a thing. Might be like really solid on this, honestly, as like a utility mod. Corrupted Dracmaster's tanky, what? It's tankier than an Arson Eximus, what? Okay. Yeah, what do we have? 3 minutes here, 237. It's not a beast. I'm not hitting 100 kpm. Obviously, I'm just using the weapon here. You know, I'm on Rhino. It could be roaring, and my kills will probably skyrocket, but that's not the point. That's not the point. You know, there's probably tons of things you could make this thing a monster. You could run Harrow. You could run Citrine. You could run a Crit Cat. You could run Arcane Avenger. Anything of that sort to give it crit. And then change the build around and run crit chance and crit damage mods. That's obviously a route that you could go if you want to be the Ogris guy, but that's not me for the sake of this video and just showing off. But obviously it still works. Life support's up. We're not going down at all or dying. We are just chilling. Got tons of AoE, tons of explosive damage, and we chill. We chill. Event comes back on this weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatnot. We're getting another melee weapon, I believe, a sword and shield, and this skin will come back if you didn't get it last weekend. So, I mean, that's good news. Power throw, wow. Oh, here comes an Acolyte. It should do fine against the Acolyte. Oh wait, that was the Sentience. My bad. Anyways, when the Acolyte, it should do fine, I'd imagine. Like I said, this is my arbitration gun. I had to pull it out of storage to use it. I probably have killed Acolytes with it, but like, did fine against the Sentient there with all his resistances. So I mean, I'll take it. Yeah, it should do fine against the Acolyte, with all the like base damage we have from Serration, Heavy Caliber, and Merciless, I'd imagine. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be absolute hot dookie, and I'll look a fool. But I think we'll be fine. We got Thrax before a Sentient, not a Sentient. It's doing fine against these Thrax. They're getting chipped down. Gotcha. Alright. We chill here until the... Oh, okay, there he is. As soon as I start complaining about him not showing up. Misery. Alright. I mean, it's alright. Let me reload here. 1, 2, 3. Looks like it's gonna kill in like 9 shots, maybe. Boop, boop, boop. Okay, yeah. Not a Acolyte killing gun. And we ran out of ammo. Yeah, didn't do great there. We're actually out of ammo. Oh, there we go. We got lucky and got a bullet. Against him focusing on one target. It's definitely a mobbing weapon. It's not a bossing weapon. I will say. It did fine against the heavy targets. Did fine against the fracs. Did fine against the sentients. Not fine against the acolyte. So that's a bummer. Like I said, I haven't used this gun in a hot minute. I just quickly pulled it out of storage. Did some killing with it and exterminate. And then I was like, alright, good enough for me. Looks fine in Steel Path. And pulled it out here. And we did fine. I'd say 470 in like 6 minutes because I haven't really killed anything in a minute there. So, yeah, you know, I think it's pretty good. I think it's definitely worth grinding. I think if you get the Ogris boxy skin that we got from the summer event and you want to grind a Kuva Ogris out, I'd 100% say do it. I think it's worth it, especially if you're new to the game. Get your Ogris, form it up, and you could use that puppy forever. So that's it. That's the video. I'm out of here. Bye.